me happy. One round the front and two in the back and out asylum where we. Second of this better be a rat tune a drop and you will throw the ball out. If you want to hear it back and I make me hear you all about it.
100.5 The Vibe, the soul of the seven cities with your main man, Tone Hollywood. Pull up on your boy, Tone Hollywood. Of course, like I said, we had the door wide open for people from the community to come by and talk to us about some great things going on, whether there's something they're putting on or whether there's something they're promoting, or you know what, dang it, they gonna want to get something off the chest. And I have some people here that when I talk about, I've said this often about people who are movers and shakers and have boots on the ground when it comes to the community and doing things. I have an organization and I have some people that I see them everywhere. And that's a good thing because that means they're all about the community. They're all about getting great events going on. So let's go ahead and give it up for my friend Keena Carson, my man, Mr. Israel. We got the people in the building. Team Lamb in the building. What's going on, y'all?
What's happening?
What's going on?
So glad to finally get you here in the studio. Why? Because I admire everything you guys are doing. You know what I'm saying? Even before when I first got here and somehow I got our paths crossed and I was watching some of the things you were doing when it comes to VA creatives or your Juneteenth events or something like that or some of your fashion shows. I was like, yo, they got it going on. They're definitely connected. So definitely want to say thank you for being here and taking time to go ahead and holler at us, okay?
Appreciate you for having us.
Of course. Team Lamb's definitely a big advocate when it comes to, when it comes to like VA creatives and those people who don't know. Let's go ahead and break it down. Israel, if you could break it down right now, what exactly is a VA creative?
Well, I'll let Keena start off with that if you don't mind.
Oh, no problem.
So me and Israel have also have a community organization called Creators for Virginia. Mm-hmm. And what that organization does is we do a lot of advocacy. So we're, making sure that we're in those rooms and we're staying abreast of what's going on in the legislative side.
Right.
And it's been a journey. I think it was 2023 was the first time that we were able to go to the Capitol. And it was just a great experience. And we just wanted to keep that energy going because both of us really throughout our careers, we understand how important that it is to, be tapped in with your elected officials and how it's important that we bridge that gap and have that relationship in order for our community to, thrive and have opportunity. So that's essentially what Creators for Virginia is. And we do community events and other things as well and workshops and all that good stuff.
When someone talks about, legislative for VA creators, what are some of the things that are on the table that can be an advantage for? What are some things you're fighting for?
Yeah, so we actually just wrapped up our virtual lobby day. There are a couple of bills that are up in the House as of right now for this current legislative session. I'm honored and proud to be a part of two of them. One is the essentially, if you Google the No Fakes Act, that's the national version of it, but also, I have to say this because it's also a part of my role. I'm a board member on the Recording Academy, and part of my role as a board member is I'm the advocacy chair. So nationally, I understand what's happening, and I try to bring those legislative issues to Virginia. Okay. So one of those No Fakes Acts was a bill that we were advocating for nationally at the Recording Academy, and now there's a bill up. This is the second year. It didn't pass. Delegate Jackie Glass brought it up, and essentially it protects creators against AI. So protects your likeness, your voice, and any type of unauthorized usage of your likeness. Big corporations, obviously, they may try and steal your voice or whatever the case may be. Also, there's a bill up for filming zones, which is for all the filmmakers, directors, anybody that produces film projects. Okay. There's a bill up that's talking about filming zones and kind of bringing that. I forgot the delegate's name that brought that up, but that's a delegate from Newport News that brought that up.
Okay.
And then also we have the Creative Economy Grant that Delegate Jackie Glass has also brought up and is pushing. So, and what that would do will establish a grant fund essentially for independent creators. So, lots of things moving and shaking. And my job and what me and Israel try to do is just keep you in the know of what's going on.
I love this. Two things. I hate to sound like Unc right here, okay? But, I just celebrated a birthday, so I may be forgetting. But seriously, what I do want to say is you're trying to create a space where it's comfortable and affordable for creatives to survive in a creative climate, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. Because I know there's other states that have already done this. Like I was like say California is one of them. Create a space where Atlanta too. Okay, yep. Georgia's done that, and also combining what you said about with filming as well.
Yes.
Georgia has definitely benefited the last 10 years from the filming industry, where I know the taxes are a lot easier. There's people coming from California, New York, filming their things in Georgia as well as the Carolinas because
and
the tax
Louisiana.
rate. And yes,
50 Cent is in my home. Listen, 50
oh, come
Cent.
on, we ain't gonna lose you to Shreveport, are we?
Listen,
You ain't
he's
gonna
in my hometown, doing it big in Shreveport, Louisiana, bringing G Unit, bringing a studio there. That's crazy.
Right.
And I'll just say this, Tone. It's been on the minds of most of the legends from Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear and talk to any of them, like Missy, Pharrell, Timbaland, they all had the same story. You got to leave Virginia to get put on. So we trying to change that by going after these bills. That way we can have our creative supported here, and they can continue to grow in their lanes.
Man. So also too, you just can't pick up a camera, pick up your phone, and just be a creative or be a creator here and feel like you're gonna make it. Like you really have to put in work and effort to try to get that going, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do you think that's why we don't have like a streamer here? I'm just trying to think of somebody that's really big, this constantly 1 million viewers, whatever. Do you think that's what's holding that back?
Yeah, I would say that could possibly be a part of it, and just understanding that in the grand scheme of things, like this area is like we're kind of bundled with the DMV,
right?
So to say, like we that live here understand that there's a difference between Richmond and 757 Northern VA, but outside of it, we're just the DMV.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I think that definitely has something just to do with the area and our market. It's unfortunate that people do feel like it, but also, again, Virginia is behind when it comes to supporting the arts and supporting creators. There's no way to get around that. Legislatively, Virginia as a state is behind, and that's what we're fighting for, so that we can get that change and get some things laxed. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it's mainly the infrastructure that's here that is pretty poor, where you don't really have the pull for national creatives that want to come here. Like there's not an NBA team, like an NFL team. So if you can support the creatives here, now we can become that national draw where people want to come to concerts or come to events that we're putting on.
Because the truth of the matter is that like creatives, art, culture, we run the world.
Right.
We are what moves our society. When you think about when you go to a concert, you're gonna go and get something to eat. You're gonna stop here. You're gonna go shopping to get you an outfit for where you're trying to go. So, and we bring in a lot of money into the state of Virginia. We bring in arts and culture brings in a lot of money, a lot. And
the creatives are the culture.
Yeah, and with the culture. And it's just time, that Virginia, that they give back, that they actually pour back into a community that they're benefiting from all across the board.
Man, when I say I'm so proud of you two, I'm proud of that you're taking initiative to help out others. Number one, that's big, and you're not gatekeeping. You're making these ideas open to the public, like for everyone to understand and know about. So with that being said, can someone go ahead and explain to me what the Creative Compound is and how that works?
Israel.
Come on, Israel. I know you got it, brother.
The Creative Compound is a community event that we offer free of charge, where we allow creatives to come out to perform, to share resources, and to connect with other like-minded individuals. So we do it once a month in Newport News down in Gross. We also speak on political issues, hot topics. Like our last one we just did was a pre-Grammy Creative Compound event, and that we had people tap in like Mad Skills, TZ So Dope, some Grammy nominees, and Grammy Award-winning people like Casualty, 2 times Grammy awarded, 8 times nominated. She got on me for not having it right last time, so I got it locked in now.
There we go, right.
Yeah, like Steph Love. I mean, we had a lot of, heavy hitters that came out and supported. So we want to continue to show our support for creatives through the Recording Academy and showing that there's other lanes that you can reach by having the right connections around you.
Wow. How can that all link up when you talk about the Grammys and being a creative? I mean, I'm still thinking in order to be a part of something like that, you have to be a singer, writer, rapper, producer. What lane can it be created for a creator for that?
Yeah, so there's, as far as the Recording Academy, there's professional membership and then there's voting membership. So your voting membership is geared more towards your creators, like your musicians, your artists, producers, songwriters, and you do have to have a certain amount of credits for that. As a professional member, you just have to be a professional in the music business and be able to show, that you're professional, that you work for creators, you work for an artist. So my journey, I'm class of 2022. When I joined, I don't know if I should be saying this, I was recruited actually. An artist that I was working with at the time, our booking agent was DC chapter governor, board member. She was like, "Hey, you're in the 757. We're trying to build up membership there. Are you interested in joining?" And I was like, "Sure." Sure. I didn't really, because I had been to Grammy Week before. I had been to Recording Academy events as a non-member, and like most people, you don't really understand the benefit of it. It's like, it's cool, it looks good, you get the invitation for the Grammys, and I'm not really moved by a lot of that stuff. But once I learned more about the organization and that the Recording Academy is it's a service. Like, people are there because they truly want to serve the community. It was a no-brainer for me. So that year, we did something in the water. We did the Grammy brunch, and it was good just to kind of get people in the 757 in the room, just to expose them to like a Recording Academy event. And from there, it's just been up. My personal, I like to see people win,
right?
And I know that the Recording Academy is a good place for people to win. It's a good network. It's truly, like, when we say Grammy family, it's truly family. When I put the call out, we were doing a pre-Grammy celebration. Grammy fam they showed up, So, it's a great organization, and I encourage people to think beyond the Grammys, because it's not just the Grammys. We do a lot of other stuff. Like I said, I do advocacy there, so, yeah.
So anybody that was just listening or watching this video, if you got excited saying that, I could vote on my favorite artist. Yeah. I could vote on people to actually, I could have been part of this. I could have been voted for Illmatic a long time ago.
Yeah, come on.
But seriously, it just takes, just putting in the work and being an opportunity to get into, get voted in, and then you're able to be access with a lot of the things that's going on with the Grammys. It's actually exciting.
That is.
We know for a fact TZ So Dope is going to be nominated. So she's
one of these.
She's running. So we want to make sure we get people to support her. So if y'all know TZ So Dope, man, go ahead and put in that vote.
Come on. Put that vote in for my Hampton sister, representing Phoebus High School up in this jank.
Shout out to Sing Steph, who's from the 757. We got to get, right now, we're very excited for, the Clips and, Skills to, finally get their awards. And, but that's the thing, like, if more people from this area were voting members from the 757 to vote for Skills and whoever, what I'm saying? Like, that's how that works. And Skills put out, shout out to my brother Skills, he put out an amazing project that features Virginia creatives across the board.
Steph Love. Shout out to Radio B. Like, it just, it's just so many dope people that were a part of that project. And they're all they're independent creators from the 757. That's what happens when we work together. Yes. Collaboration over competition. That's our slogan.
Say that again. One more time for the people in the back. What?
Collaboration over competition.
Come on, man.
Like, that's what it's about. Like, that's what me and Israel are about. And literally, Skills, this project is an example of what could happen. You can be a part of a Grammy-nominated project if we work together.
See, we got a scarcity mindset here because you don't see too many people making it out. And so everybody kind of feels like, I got to stay in my bubble, stay with my circle. And if anybody else is opposite, then they are, competition with me. Nah, we all Virginia.
Yeah.
We stamping this thing. We all got the same journey and mission to get ahead in life. So you get more connections and more support when you build together.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Wow.
I second that.
Wow. I third that. But I love this. I love this conversation. Switching gears a little bit. What is y'all's definition of being a creative? I'd love to hear that. There's some people out there that kind of know but don't know. But I want to know what your definition of one is.
You can go.
Someone that uses their authentic gifts to make sound, to make art.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't say you're a creative and you have a ghostwriter. I'm sorry.
No.
You can
Or
be
you're using AI to
or you're
write your
using
song.
AI. Like, nah, you're not really being creative. You being smart as far as using resources, but a creative uses their own gifts, their own talents to build to build attraction from your sound. And that's what we want to do. Like people that are authentically cooking up in the studio, in the labs, putting that work in, we want to highlight them. That's what the Creative Compound is about. That's what we serve as Creators for Virginia.
And Team Lamb.
Yes, definitely Team Lamb. How long has Team Lamb been around?
So Team Lamb, we kicked off in 2011 as a social organization after the death of our best friend, my best friend, Cordero Lil Lamb Simpkins. We became a LLC in 2014. And then we became a nonprofit in 2021. So we've been building since, almost 15 years now, like really putting in work in the community. But officially, I would say about 5 years with the nonprofit.
Okay. I've seen a lot of your work, but can you give us like 3 highlights, 3 big events, 3 big things that people can say, okay, they were part of that or that was their event? Like what are 3 things you guys have done in since 2011 that people can recognize?
We were a part of the Odyssey Oceanfront concert. Something in the Water brought us on for 2 of the festivals here in Virginia.
Come on.
And we also done our consistent Juneteenth at the Beach festival. We partnered with the city of Virginia Beach, and that's been one of the biggest Juneteenth events out here in the Hampton Roads area.
Wow. And that doesn't come just overnight.
No, that's the grind. That's the daily, yearly grind, putting in time like this after hours, showing up for our community, showing up for our, our people.
Right. Man, that's so deep. And like I said, I bring people on the show who I feel like are positive, connected positively, that are doing great things. Like I said, boots on the ground, that are action. People will meeting you to death for a month. We've been to like 12 meetings and we ain't put together one idea yet. But I know for a fact from watching what you guys do that you're not a part of that, and that's why I love to showcase and highlight businesses and LLCs and just organizations like yourselves that are out there, because it really can spark motivation to others to see how it's done, to see how it's getting done. And Israel, that verse you did on the self-destruction, Jank, man, that was come on, man, you're a part of that. How'd you get involved in that amazing part?
The feds gave him we
Come on.
learn to work together. We can win like a cheat code. The government been lying. Our phones been spying. Every time I see the news, another black kid dying. YN's banging, hit the block and start slanging. One get caught and now Mariah Carey singing. Quarters and zips, Nike Tex ain't it. Get you a matcha and copper quarter zip. Switching up the game. We in our own lane. It ain't gonna be the same because we no longer headed for.
So I was his ghostwriter for that verse.
Wait a minute. So
I was his ghostwriter.
Did they put you on Take Me Off?
Ain't no ghostwriters here. Fisher Tisher, I write my own. She was in the studio with me like, oh, you should say this, but nah. I be in the lab cooking up my own. You feel me?
You might have to donate the lyrics somewhere so they can be seen.
I'm gonna get my 5%.
Everything we just talked about, throw it out the window, y'all. It's competition, see? I'm tripping. That's great. How'd you get involved in that project? Sorry to get off the subject, but how'd you get involved in that project, brother?
I was at Poolside Cooking, hanging out with Jimlin. Shout out to Poolside Cooking team. Yes. Jimlin, Ashley, Chef Wimbo, Clarence. And we was over there hanging out, and they, Jimlin was like, I'm thinking about doing a self-destruction remake video, and I want to get a few rappers and community nonprofits involved. And I was like, well, Jim, that's what I do. I'm a rapper and I have a nonprofit. So she was like, yeah, I would love to have you involved. And it went from there to her building an arsenal of dope creatives from this area, like myself, Amir Driver, Unc Malad, Fly Poppy, Miscellaneous, Terrific. Like there's so many more to name, but we call ourselves a 9. and we stamped that video, man. Like if y'all haven't seen it, check out Poolside Cooking episode on Roku, on Timu, not Timu. What is it?
Timu.
What is it? It's the other.
Oh, Tubi.
Tubi. There we go.
Tubi, excuse me. So she has it up there already. Y'all can go visit her Instagram at Poolside Cooking to see the episode.
Great event. Great seeing the 9 get together. And shout out to all the artists and Mike Waller, the producer. Just shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Mike Waller and shout out to Joey, the director.
And Joey, the director. Yeah. You know what? That man doesn't say much, but he puts in a lot of work. And I love what he does. And for him to put that together as fast as he did and professionally did, it's to be commended. Definitely be commended.
Shout out to him.
I was doing I did a pop lock in that video, and that ain't made the cut neither. I'm just getting left and right, man. Man, it was impeccable, man. I look like, breakdancing too. Electric Boogaloo up in that jank, but it's all good. They pick me out. But seriously, all the great things you guys got going on, how can somebody get involved in whether it's the Creative Compound or maybe get some more information about how they could possibly be a part of the Grammy family or something like that? What can they do? How can they reach you?
Well, really quick, I know we definitely want to, before we get into that, we definitely want to talk about this petition.
Gotcha.
And I want to leave space for my partner to, talk about what's going on with Juneteenth. So
yeah, the last 4 years we've been successfully hosting Juneteenth at the beach. We actually founded the event and brought it to the city.
Okay.
Once they had to change over certain politicians in office, it kind of was like we didn't have the support behind the event anymore as strongly as we had it. So it left a gap, and then during that gap, they decided to change up the process of how you go about doing Juneteenth. So we used to get the funding directly sent to us to our account. Now they say you got to put in an RFP, which is a request for proposal. Mm-hmm. And with that, what happens is they can low cut the budget of what's offered for Juneteenth. Mm-hmm. So basically, instead of us getting $100,000, whoever is the highest bidder or lowest bidder, and they feel they want to offer that price for the event to, that's who they're going to give the event to. So we did not win the proposal for Juneteenth this year. What our goal is now with the petition is to get the city council support to say that we are the original organizers and we need the same standards of how y'all do Pride Fest and Philam Fest, where the organizers that created those events are getting the funding versus y'all making them compete for it through a competitive RFP and y'all give it to the lowest bidder.
So what does that mean for Juneteenth? So there's still going to be a Juneteenth, or what?
There's still going to be a Juneteenth. We got plans. We got a backup plan in action right now. But the main thing is we have to learn how to fight for our culture and put our foot down and say, y'all not going to treat us like we just some subject, some back burner activity that you can throw to the side or you can just give peanuts to. If we work for it and we earned it, $100,000 should be in the budget every year, like y'all do for these other festivals.
That's what's up. And so, how can people support and find out where they can sign the petition or how they can support that?
They can support by going on Instagram. We have teamlam_INC is our Instagram. When you go up there, we have in our bio the link to our petition. If you click the link, you'll find out everything that we have about the petition. You can read the passage and then you can sign it. And please share it. Like, give us feedback on what you think. DM us if you want more information.
That's what's up. And I was able to go, not to the last year, but the year before I went when the Karis One event and everything leading up to that. So shout out to you guys for putting on an amazing event. And on the boardwalk, too, at that. I don't think anybody would ever thought that something like that, a Juneteenth event, would go down in Virginia Beach, let alone right there on the ocean front. That's pretty big.
Honestly, it was big for us to get awarded the opportunity, and we took it with pride. So doing it successfully for 4 years and then being bumped out the way, it's kind of disheartening, but at the same time, it just lets us know that you got to fight for what you believe. People are not going to just give you things because you're cool or because they know you. Right. You got to stand up for your community and for your culture. Because if we don't, they can give it to anybody, and now Juneteenth won't even look like us.
Wow. How can we be involved? How can we get involved and support, Team Lamb, Keena, Israel? How can we get involved and help out with other things you got going on and support?
Yeah, so you can follow me at Keenly Keena, KEENLYKEENA on Instagram, TikTok. You can follow my, I do a lot of gym vlogs and all that stuff. And Creatives for Virginia is Creatives for FORVA. You can go to the website creativesforvirginia.org. You can find my my resume, because I don't know, some people think I just washed up and just popped up a couple of years ago, and I've been in the music business for going on 20 years now. But anyway,
talk that talk.
I know I look 25, but I'm really not. Creativesforvirginia.com, and yeah.
And y'all can find me in the streets of VA. Just pull up. You'll see me outside somewhere.
In some T-Land gear.
We out here. We really out here, and we go hard for the community events, programming, activities, poolside cooking. You'll see us, North and Newport News at Down and Grow. So just come out to one of our events if y'all really want to tap in and see how we can add value to each other.
And really quick, we also have a juice business. We got cold pressed juices. We are hustling health in addition to the wealth. Okay, so Get Pulped is our juice business. You can see us if you come to one of our events. We more than likely are gonna have some juice for you.
February 21st.
February 21st. So try us out. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are all around about making sure we are pouring into our communities, nothing but positivity, goodness, health, because I'm a huge advocate about, healthy living and clean eating, and both me and Israel both. So, yeah.
February 21st, meet us down in Gross at the Creative Compound. That'll be our post-Grammy
celebration, because we're going to the Grammy.
There we go, yes.
We'll be in LA.
We'll be in LA next week, but, you can pop out with us.
Shout out to Scotty and Frequency and the whole team. They got a whole Airbnb. They'll be out there with us too. So it's gonna be a legendary time.
Yeah,
for sure.
VA is gonna be deep for sure.
I love the fact you're going there in big numbers, and good luck to everybody from Virginia. The ones I know, the ones I don't know, that are going to be out there competing to try to bring back some gold back to the 757, or just back to the state of Virginia. Period, man. I look forward.
We're leaving there with something.
Come on,
leaving with something.
I love that. You know how us Virginia cats do. Thank you so much, Team Land in the building. Keena, Israel, thank you so much for coming by. The door is wide open for you to come by again when you have something else going on, okay?
Already.
Thank you, Tom.
Of course.
You having us.
No doubt. That's what we do. It's Tone Hollywood. They pulled up on me right here on 100.5 The Vibe, the soul of the 7 cities, baby. Come on, baby.